the spring. If only I could stop talking in this very high register falsetto. I actually can. But yeah, the last time we were together, I think things went about as good as you could hope. It was all quite lovely, and it, like almost exactly as I had hoped to see. It was just a lovely realization and cementing of Suoh and Mayuri's relationship. Little bit of spiciness in the library after hours, which was a little unexpected. Not that this is a game where I want anything to be explicit, because I mean these characters are wildly underage, and I don't feel that anything explicit would really fit this game's like really soft aesthetic. But it was a very beautiful and a very touching episode, and I don't know where we go from here. I think the only thing that kind of lingered on my mind was that after everything in the library, there was this this run of narration afterward that talked about how people grow over the course of seasons, and there was this like ominous longing to it that left me a little uncomfortable, and I'm hoping that like there's nothing bad. I don't know how much of the game we have left, so I'm almost confident in saying that this is probably gonna be our last recording. So let's just jump in and see where the world of Yuri visual novel goodness takes us. The Feast of the Assumption is done. There have been some gradual change in the environment surrounding me. Up until now, it was rare for a classmate to speak to me, but now they do, even upperclassmen. Before, I had seemed unapproachable, but ever since I was given the honor of playing the feast, I think the people around me are starting to accept me. You're getting a bit of popularity. You're the popular girl. You performed a very beautiful hymn with a very beautiful girl who is now also your very beautiful girlfriend. Then, in the environment surrounding me, the one person I expected to change the most. There's no sign of uncertainty from when we first met as she fires off instructions with ease. A smile blossoms across Rika's face as she takes the plate from me. That's right, the person who changed the least after the feast was Rika Hanabishi. The night after the confession, I immediately told Rika about my relationship with Mayuri. Honestly, it would have been understandable if she'd been upset, but she took in what I said. Well, you have to hide the fact that you are in a relationship for a while, she'd said, offering wise words to us. It was not out of meanness that she told us to hide the relationship, but out of concern that if people were to find out that I started dating Mayuri so soon after the announcement of my relationship with Rika, yeah, that might look a little bad. You might get an entirely different kind of reputation. I would be the subject of scrutiny. Yeah! Strawberries are awesome. She slices into the simple strawberry cake she had just made in the cooking club. She accepts me generously, and I am grateful to Rika, my amitié partner. No, my friend. Can actually see Ichigo hearing the word pound cake and literally like, alright, breaks out a hammer. I came prepared. When I say that, a rare smirk crosses Rika's face as she repeats, pound cake? Not particularly, no. Yeah, it's more bready. She's right, I think, and I imagine the Sasaki's making a fuss. We look at each other and laugh. Although it's due to pestering from the Sasaki twins, Rika has nevertheless been showing up at the cooking club with Mayuri accompanying her. Though they only join when making sweets, my amitié partners are well received and started getting along with everyone in the club immediately. Yeah, like that's kind of the that's kind of the deal that I got, that she was kind of like wanting to kind of, you know, marry the, look how, you know, cool we go together. Yeah. She has improved a surprising amount from where she started, back when she was teased by the twins for creating nothing but disasters. I watch as she works briskly, taking out saucers and preparing the tea. Mayuri says with a large plate in her hand and a wry smile like Atsushiro's. Another wry smile going on. No lover spats! It's not something I want said out in the open, but the other club members just watch and smile, perhaps thinking how close we are as amitié partners. Just gal pals. She says and puts a plate with about a third of a pound cake on the counter and divvies it up for us. I'm gonna get Ichigo over here. I got a feeling she'd love this. The greatest masterpiece? Whipped cream? I mean, I don't mind whipped cream, but I don't know that I would call it the greatest masterpiece. No objections there, she says as she brews the tea. I relax as the aroma of tea leaves reaches my nose. With these words, we each take a piece of cake. The layers of sponge cake are separated by thick whipped cream. I load my fork with a piece, crammed with a slice of strawberries. In a moment of bliss, the word delicious escapes my mouth. Eat the pound cake too! The pound cake is more important in this instance. One must show favoritism, at least in the early goings of the relationship. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I've never really thought much about those kinds of dynamics when in relationships. I just kind of go with the flow. Mayuri recommends the pound cake, but as Rika says, it's not really cake. I want to enjoy this whipped cream a bit more. Damn. It's all Ringo's fault. Oh damn, you got bananas in there? Okay, I'll take some banana pound cake. I'm all for that. Absolutely, that's a good mix. Her explanation makes me want to try the pound cake, so I take a piece with my fork. It is certainly moister than pound cakes I've tried at shops, and the scent of bananas tickles my nose. It's quite sweet, so I figure she must have used honey and ask her if that's the case. Easier to burn, and it's easy to overdo it with honey too. Stuff like that, someone says it's got way too much honey in it, like I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to pass on this. Oh really, I ask, impressed. Then Rika lets out a sigh. Well, there you go. You got a way of reforming this friendship. You make she makes the pound cake, You make some tea to go with it. We'll all be friends again. Just really kind of cement everything again. Have them late night tea parties, the ones that are illegal, that will get you killed by the Virgin Mary if she found out. The gazebo, surrounded by flowers, of course, has a roof, but without the scenery, it just isn't the same. So we've not been having tea parties. Well, there you go. Just bring some cake to one of those. You'll be fine. She looks outside restlessly. Although the rain has stopped and sunlight is shining through the clouds, heavy rain clouds are scattered here and there, preventing us from having an elegant tea party. Rika, staring outside and eating her pound cake, suddenly exclaims, lets out an exclamation, her eyes glittering. That could be fun, she says with excitement. I think it's a good idea. When I say hiking, Mayuri looks at me with a blank expression. Mayuri has come to check on me while I'm working in the library, and we got to chatting. The niggling thought that had been at the back of my mind during our conversation with Rika yesterday finally came to the fore. Are we gonna go on a hike? Is that how the game ends? Are we gonna go on a hike? So what about it? Her face seems to say. I furrow my brows a bit. Ah, she says, clapping her hands as though she has finally understood. You sneaky little vixen, you! Look how bold you've become! God, I love her! I try to say it with passion, which is all well and good, but as soon as the words leave my lips, I feel embarrassed and my entire face and neck grow hot. Mayuri blinks and looks down a little. Yeah, date, let's go! She murmurs. Yeah, like it's a bit of an unexpected Suoh move. We don't really, expect her to be the one to make the first move or the suggestion for the first move. She has a point. I think of how embarrassed I look now, even though I'm the one who asked. Yeah, we're like in June now, so... It's so obvious it's embarrassing, and I feel my face turn even redder. Yeah, it's good. A lot of good makeout spots in nature. I mean, the library's fun, as you too well know. But there you can find some nice makeout spots in nature. There you go. Somebody's already putting their brain to work. Good imagination. I nod, but I'm still so caught up in my embarrassment that I can't look her in the eye. I'm really surprised you asked me, Mayuri says, praising my proposal. I tell her... Like, I wonder what the grace period on this is. Like, how long do they have to not say anything before it's just like, okay, it's okay for everybody to know that Mayuri and Suoh are dating now? Like, how long do we have to wait? I know it might seem weird for Suoh, but man, I'll give it what, like 3-4 weeks maybe? Somewhere around there? That's right. Our only dates consist of going to the gazebo and chatting, and since we're sneaking around, the dates feel half-hearted. She looks surprised at my words, but quickly regains her usual calm expression and murmurs her agreement. Do it! Do it! Just do it! I nod and take her hand. I feel a slight warmth, and the feeling that I would like to know Mayuri better intensifies. I hope next Sunday is sunny, I say, and I look up at the sky where the clouds are finally starting to break. Are the two of you going out? Kamikado comes and asks. She asks this nonchalantly, but to me it sounds like a death penalty. Time freezes and everyone looks at me. Me and my... Oh, oh! We were so careful! I don't know. I think that this is such a small school at this point that I think that this shit's gonna get out. Like, it's not gonna take long. You two just suck at hiding this. They look at me, and I am appalled at my own stupidity. The Sasakis and Yaigaki, everyone in class is looking on curiously. How has this come to be, I ask myself, and recall the events of the tea party leading up to this. A rare sunny day during the rainy season. Rika is all smiles as she gets a feast ready for the first tea party we've been able to have in a while. Of course, the sweets and snacks, other than the tea, have been contributed by other classmates such as Mayuri and me. Oh, look at this. Doing some fancy CG work here. The event had become all-you-can-eat cake, with the gazebo as the backdrop. And this time, we even have some special guests. Hey, my girl, she's here. Why didn't we invite these two sooner? I feel like they would be the life of the party. I feel like they'd have a lot of fun with us. We've invited the two of them to thank them for all they've done for us. As her golden voice rings out, Rika takes the lead and declares that the tea party has begun. I would expect nothing less. Ringo nods vigorously. Her childlike nodding puts me at ease. Stuffing her mouth with the plate full of cake, Ichigo says, I can see how that might... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. I can see how that would be. Maybe something that they would try to be a little responsible with. That makes sense, I think. It's a popular person's problem. People at school have lots of get-togethers, but there's no way these two could go to all of them. I saw things like this at my old school. As we speak, Yatsushiro steals the Mont Blanc from my fork and puts it in her own mouth with a blank expression.
それは作るのが面倒で数が少ないのに。この世は弱肉強食だよ。
Damn. Just keep getting dumpstered by this girl. She's got your number, Suoh. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win.
こんなどうでもいい場面でかっこいいセリフを吐かなくても。
She smiles, saying it's delicious, then gulps down some tea. She's as androgynous as ever.
八代先輩、さっきそういう考えじゃないって言ってたのって本当なんですか？ああ、集まりのことか。意図して顔を出さないというのは違うね。
Girl knows what she wants. She doesn't put herself through things that she really doesn't want to be a part of. I admire that honesty, honestly. I don't think it's pompous. I think it's just, hey, like, our time is valuable. We have a limited amount of time here on this planet. And if this girl doesn't want to go to some shitty soccer get-together or some shit, she doesn't have to.
まあ、ネリーのやつはそういうつもりもあるのかもな。ただ、今日のこれは。
She looks to me, Mayuri, then to Rika as she speaks.
聖母祭で骨を折ってくれたから顔を出す大義名分ができたってところじゃないかな。おい、ネリー。こっちのベイクドチーズケーキ。
Yo, cheesecake, bring it on! I will eat any kind of cheesecake you put in front of my dumb ass.
本当
？Komikado, who'd been talking to a classmate, flutters over like a moth to the flame.
あらあらあら、本当に美味しそうね。
She takes a piece of the baked cheesecake and devours it in no time. Komikado is usually slow-moving and easygoing, so the speed with which she eats the cheesecake is surprising.
以前話したことがあったような気がするが、ネリーの唯一の趣味は食べ歩きなんだ。
That's a very good hobby. Takes a lot of coordination to be able to pull that move off.
特に菓子類には目がない。学院に来る前はよく付き合わされて体重計に乗るのが恐怖だったよ。
Ooh, she dangerous.
そうだったんですか。好きなやつは自分の皿に避難しておいた方がいい。ケーキならいくらでも入るからな。
I can't laugh at her cynical joke. That's because Komikado continues to eat, never breaking from her steady pace, reminding me of a participant in an eating competition. The place becomes silent for a moment. Mayuri stabs a piece of her cake with a fork and holds it out to Ichigo.
何？これ好物だろ？あげるよ。
Oh, look at you, being so kind. It's like she's stabbing the heart of the cake.
イチゴじゃんか。
Yes, it would make you a cannibal. Eat yourself. It's sinfully delicious. She deflects, inviting laughter from the class.
持ち芸だな。芸達者だ、素晴らしい。前にお茶会でやって受けてからは鉄板ネタにしているんです。
Ichigo blushes, but plays off the compliment like it's no big deal. It seems she's happy to be praised by Yatsushiro for different reasons, but...
ちょっと待って。
Komikado says with a frown to Ichigo, who is bent over laughing.
皆さん笑っているけれど、今のはもしかして。
Oh no.
おい。
Oh no!
違うの、怒っているのじゃなくて。
It's a very simple joke. Komikado, it's not hard. Or are you just doing that? Or are you just deading someone's joke? That'd be a real dickish thing to do.
ですね。
Explaining the joke ruins it. It goes beyond ruining it. What is happening?
その共食いが自虐的な感じになってますよね。そうね。
You keep talking.
それだと。
Bright red, Ichigo explains the joke. Komikado listens intently. Yaigaki has appeared at the tea party when no one was looking and comes over to us looking unusually sympathetic.
お茶会来てくれたのね。ああ、委員長が再三再四来い来い言ってきたからさ。出ないと面倒。
Oh yeah, is that it? It'd be way harder to just stay in my boring room, eat some ramen, go to bed. Be a hell of a lot harder to do that than it would to come bring my ass over here to have some really good cake and tea. Yeah, you ain't fooling anybody, miss. You ain't fooling anyone!
確かに来ないと乗り込んできそうよね。だよな。
We both laugh.
やっぱりリッカさんは委員長向きだわ。
None of our other classmates could have brought Yaigaki here.
今日は面白い顔が見られてよかった。美人副会長の意外な素顔ってやつも見られた
I think you are sweet on Komikado. I'm wondering where this is gonna go. I think she's actually sweet on her. She smiles like a mean cat and looks around as if checking her surroundings.
どうした？今さら可愛いアピールか？
No, that's you. You're trying to be cute right now. Boom. Look, she says, pointing to the whipped cream on Mayuri's cheek. She looks blank as I react automatically.
動かないでね。
Oh, you got. Oh, I thought she was going to instinctively lick her face. I say and wipe the cream off Mayuri's cheek with my finger, then eat it.
あとは拭けば。
Oh. I take out a handkerchief and wipe it clean, then... Mayuri looks shocked. It makes sense. She didn't know she had something on her face. Clearly that's why she's shocked. However... Oh, look whose attention you done got. Her playful words make me realize I have done something careless.
これは。
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't listen to her, everybody. Don't listen to her, everybody. She gay as hell with Mayuri. Don't worry about it. I struggle to find an excuse, however, Komikado asks with a completely innocent face.
もしかして二人。
Damn, I love it. Just out and out with it. She asks the dreaded question. I must have got carried away with the excitement since this is the first tea party we've had in a long time. I am immediately filled with regret, my thoughtless automatic action.
切り抜けたら。
The only reasons I can think of are unconvincing.
聖母祭でも気があったところを見せていたものね。別に付き合っていても。
I think you two can just own it. Like, I think everybody here is way past it. Way more than you think they are. Things move really fast in the world of teenagers, okay? Like, this may have only been like a week or two for y'all, but in teen years, this is like already been 2 years ago. Like, that whole Rika thing already happened 2 years ago.
それは。
I say just own it, girl. Give me the choice. I'll do it for you.
ね、花火さんもそう思うでしょ。
Rika, help him out. Just say like, nah, I think that's what it looks like. Come on, Rika, be a bro. Help him out. The air freezes. That Rika and I had announced our relationship at a previous tea party is a well-known fact.
こいつは面白くなってる。
Of course, she's sitting over here eating this shit up.
同意ですよ。
I try and think of a way to throw the bewildered Rika a life belt. I look to Mayuri, but she just grimaces. I guess I could try changing the conversation to cake.
ええ、お似合いだと思います。
Damn, alright. Yeah, just like, look, y'all, you gotta go overboard at some point. People are gonna talk anyway. Just like, let it go. Let it happen. You will feel better. Rika's troubled expression changes to a smile, blooming like a flower.
そうよね。
Then, following on from Komikado's adulation,
でも、お似合いなのは当然なんです。
Damn! Rika just dropping it! Just dropping it like it's hot! Drop that grenade into the middle of this little get-together. Fine, there it is. Everyone in our amitié group goes rigid but Rika. Then the hooting starts. Almost a cheer. No one of our age doesn't love a good love affair, and now it's out in the open. Nah, I think she just sees this as just like, y'all gotta just own it. I think she's just trying in her own way. She's trying in her own way to let go, because she's obviously got her own feelings in this. But I think she's just throwing you all out there just so you can have that moment. And if it's the president doing it, if she's the one that's saying not only you two look great together, but also they're going out, less people are going to give a shit. Rika is smiling slightly, and I try to guess her motive as I look into the eyes behind the glasses. She continues, I forgot to tell you, but... There you go. There's your life. There's your lifesaver. She just pulled you out, and she's made it perfectly appropriate for the two of you to be an item as publicly as you want to be. I'm gonna give you points for this one, Rika. That took some balls to do. I gotta give you your props for that one. You pulled them out. Like when you pulled it out when I wasn't sure you'd be able to handle this yet, but you made the right call here. She continues. Yeah, we probably shouldn't tell him the real truth. Yatsushiro acts as a spokesperson for everyone. The drama doesn't get any bigger than it needs to be, and our classmates offer Mayuri and I words of congratulations. Mayuri's tense expression relaxes into relief as she accepts their compliments. Yeah, she's on to that. She's quick on the uptake. Not like Erica didn't just already know, though. Like, again, there's nothing in this school Erica doesn't know. Nothing escapes her. She says the exact same thing Rika was worried about. Rika says something to Komikado, then walks my way. You did the bro thing, and I think that's one of the coolest things you could have done to help, like, make up for where you were a little bit ago. My opinion of you has definitely risen again. Like, your stock is going back up. I whisper back, and Rika touches the rim of her glasses. People have pricked up their ears, so she can't say it directly. She murmurs, I really think it's great Suoh-san and Mayuri are dating. I don't know if it was great. I think the circumstances kind of made it a little poopy, but you know what? You're still early in life and you're still learning, and I'm not gonna hold it against you anymore. I can see clearly now. Her cheery smile is so lovely I could almost drown in it. Oh. It's a gorgeous little sentiment. Alright. You're not a shit child anymore. Congratulations, you have pulled yourself out of the dumpster, and you did it on your own. Nobody had to come around and redeem you, and I'm proud of you for that. She says as she looks toward Mayuri, then she looks to me and says, you need it too, Suoh-san. I'm so glad that Rika Hanabishi is my Amitie partner. Nah, let her in! Let Erica in. Let her in the huddle. She indicates Komikado with a glance. Ooh, huh? Uh-oh. Oh no! She says in amazement. Komikado, having left the conversation, is zeroing in on the cake. Yaigaki's expression becomes weary as she watches her energetically gobbling up the cake.
I'm gonna
have to put in an order for some more cake. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably gonna have to change that to you might be able to eat. I guess it's better than having leftovers, says Mayuri, watching as the cake, which had seemed like too much at first, drastically decreases. How's tonight gonna be rough? Is this gonna be a bad toilet night for Komikado and that you've gotta listen to it? Now she'll get fart burn. Aren't you glad that this is like aren't you glad that this is the Let's Play of Flowers that you chose to watch? My dumb ass talking over it? I was about to say, here comes the it goes to her boobs joke. Right, Yatsushiro grumbles. I wonder what Rika is thinking. Maybe she's spacing out and letting her jealousy show, but I hear her mutter something about Komikado being a monster. Bid farewell to Kosaka? Wait, no! No! I will not let her leave this school! Mayuri is clearly confused. Yaigaki takes a gulp of her Russian tea. Oh, is this gonna be like the mystery? Is the is this no, the goddess of truth or whatever it was? Is that what's gonna, like, is she gonna disappear because of the goddess of truth or some shit? Yeah. Mayuri smiles at Yaigaki's words and says, oh, that. Baloney! Get that baloney out of here. What would she know?
以前あそこで暴飲暴食している副会長から一緒に聞いただろ?
Isn't it just the person who played the Virgin Mary is supposed to disappear? I ask, and I'm met with a surprised expression. How convenient. After the returning of the veil. Returning of the veil? Question marks circle around our heads at this new phrase as Yatsushiro joins the conversation, saying, it's understandable that they don't know.
名前が付けられているわけではないからね。
But we've thought enough to give it proper capitalization as if it is a proper noun.
聖母祭終わりの1週間後というより週始めか。月曜日の礼拝の時間に行われるんだ。聖母祭で使ったベールがあっただろ。
あ、はい。
朝の礼拝前にバスキア教諭から渡されるはずだ。ベールを持ったまましずしずと祭壇の前のシスターへ持って行って渡しておしまいだから、特に知らなくてもおかしくはないのさ。
Everyone nods, their understanding. However,
消えるっていうのは
yeah, when does that happen?
それは八代先輩の話を聞いてだいたい予想がつくだろう。高坂や白羽は聖母祭が終わったら聖母役の生徒が消えると思っていたが、実際はベールの返還の儀を終えた。
I feel like y'all just like want this to happen and are trying to will it into existence at this point. We've not successfully disappeared anybody from this school yet, but damn it, we are still working real hard on a miracle.
だからお別れが近いって言っていたのか。なるほどね。
そうか。ゆりともこうして話せるのもあと少しなんだね。寂しくなる。
The Sasakis blabber away. I feel a strange disgust at the use of the word truth for this mystery with its religious origins. It's Sunday, and the returning of the veil is tomorrow. The Academy calls this day the Sabbath, and it is the only day of the week where we are completely free. Saturday is a day off, but we are encouraged to attend church services that day, so usually everyone goes. Since it takes up most of Saturday morning, it's not quite a day off, so our only true day off is Sunday. The famous words in the Bible say that God made the world in a week and that he made heaven and earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th. I don't know if this is related, but the Academy does not have any activities on Sunday. Up until now, anyway.
いきなりすぎるよね。遊びに行く予定だったのに。
What are we doing?
そうね。聞かされたのも今朝方だし。
Her pout is understandable, as it's suddenly announced this morning that the first years would undergo amitié interviews. Once a month, we have interviews about how the trust and friendship among our amitié partners is coming along, but
今までは日にちをちゃんと決められていて授業としてやっていたでしょ。なんで休みの日を削ってまでやらなくちゃいけないんだろうね。そうね。それに今日はアミティエ同士での懇談ではないようだし。
we always do the interviews in our 3-person amitié groups. The first time we were asked, I thought we wouldn't be able to say our true feelings in that way. Even if a group tried to pretend to be best friends just for the interview, they'd probably see through it. Hearing my words, Ichigo says that since we are going one by one, she feels sorry for the last person.
いつもは3人いっぺんだから早く済んだけど、今日は一人一人名前の順で呼んでるでしょ。
Man, that's gonna take quite a while.
これじゃ最後の人が待っているの大変だなって。一応4人ずつ呼び出して一組が終わるまではないから。
But either way, we can enjoy our day off, she says, and I agree with a wry smile.
それにいつもより長く感じる。
Are you noticing it yet? Every time I say those words, is it just drilling and boring into your head the way it has been the entire time I've been reading this goddamn visual novel? Ichigo stares worriedly at the door of the room Ringo has entered before her. After a long silence,
お疲れ。
you are always tired. Like, I kind of think that, like, this is just kind of Ringo's natural state of being. pain in the neck? Ichigo asks, but Sister Basquiat calls her name before she can get an answer.
それじゃあ行ってくるよ、スオちゃん。
Wait till I come back, she tells Ringo, who responds with a Roger. She lazily drags herself back to the dorm. As I watch the door close, I have a bad feeling. Speaking from the conclusion, my ominous premonition was half right. First of all, the reason it took a long time is that we all made to answer questions like those asked at the Amitié test when we first entered. It isn't as many as 150 questions we were asked then, but the test has many probing questions about my Amitié partners, making me think hard. After that comes with the interview with Sister Basquiat.
急にごめんなさいね、白羽さん。学院側の事情で今日面談することになってしまって。
Circumstances at the academy? What are the circumstances? It sounds dire.
大丈夫です。特に予定もなかったので。そう、佐々木さんからは予定が入っているのにってすねられてしまって。
Oh, it's okay. She's always complaining.
それじゃ手早く面談を始めましょうね。
She says and smiles a bright, kind smile. But still, being alone with her makes me nervous, and I ball up my fist on my knee.
白羽さん、アミティエとして過ごしてきて3ヶ月が過ぎたけれど、何か悩んでいることに問題
Nah,
は
I
ない
don't
で
think
しょう
things can be better at the moment.
特にはありません。そう、高坂さんのここが苦手だとか、花火師さんの言い方が嫌だとかはない？
There literally isn't a single thing this girl doesn't love about Miss Kosaka. Don't worry. I shake my head, thinking how this question seems more personal than usual. Sister Basquiat notices my suspicious expression.
3人1組になったでしょ。例年2人きりでも問題が出たの。だから何かある前に対処をしないといけないのよ。
Like that you're trying to be proactive. I just don't know that you're going to be able to shut all this stuff down as quickly as you think you're going to, or as effectively. That is what I'd thought when I'd first heard that we would be in groups of 3 this year.
私の方は問題ありません。2人とも気遣いができる相手で共同生活も苦ではないですし。ならいいのだけど。
You heard there was a
問
problem?
題があったと報告に
Where did you hear there was a
正
problem?
直に話してほしいのよ。
Who's blabbing?
本当は生徒に話すことではないのだけど、
Nah, it's all good.
いざこざのようなものがあるそうなの。
We ironed that out. Don't worry about it. The words make my heart thump in an unpleasant way.
本当ですか？ごめんなさい。深刻な話じゃないのよ。喧嘩をして少し口を聞かないだとか。そういう場面を寮のスタッフの方が見たらしいの。
The dorm staff? Like everybody's in on it? She reveals the source of the information, something she was supposed to conceal. It's an open secret that the dorm staff have that side to them. Plus, says Sister Basquiat, furrowing her brows, and I ask her what it is.
もう一つは、私のクラスでお付き合いをしている生徒がいるそうなの。それも問題だと思うのよ。
That is not a problem. That ain't nothing you gotta worry about.
それは。
My heart, which had finally calmed down, starts beating fast again.
女学校ということを考えれば、それほどおかしなことではないかもしれないわ。でも、今年から始まったアミティエ制度のことを考え
I mean, I get it,
看過で
but
きないことだと思うの。
it makes sense that this would be a bit of a concern. My heart thumps even harder.
なぜですか？
Y'all aren't gonna try and tell them no, you can't date, are you? Are you all gonna try to go big anti-gay here? Is this the reason? Is this the big brain play? Is this 4D chess? Is this the way? Is this the way to banish gay from the school?
今までもアミティエ同士寝食を共にするのだから、そういうことはままあったわ。学院側も賛成はしないけれど、罰を与えるようなことはしなかった。でも今年から変更されたアミティエ制度では、問題が起こるとカウンセラーの先生がおっしゃったの。問題？ただ交際するだけで何の問題が？想像してみて。3人1組でのアミティエ。そのうち2人が交際したと。
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a problem that needs to be worked out. I mean, it sounds like something you should have thought about when you were putting this system together. It's something you neither condone nor punish, but it's something that's going to happen when you put people together. Like, it sounds like this is something y'all should have thought about, and you can't just be like, no, don't be gay. Stop that. Rika comes to mind. She had given us her blessing. I thought that the three of us, with everything out in the open, had gotten even closer. I can't tell what Sister Basquiat knows. I can tell that Sister Basquiat knows. I realize this because she's been talking about love between amitié partners. She hasn't assumed a relationship with another student, such as an upperclassman. She's heard about me and Mayuri. I asked Sister Basquiat the question I'm dreading.
アミティエ同士で交際しているのが分かった場合は、そうね。かわいそうだけれど、一度解散して別のアミティエとして新たに組み直すでしょうね。
I think that's big suck. It is the natural result of everything we have discussed so far, but I can't just accept it. She looks at me sadly with a hand over her chest like a clergywoman.
白羽さん、私は最初あなたのことを心配していたの。
That's putting it mildly.
留学したてのあなたは心に壁を作っていたような気がして。だからあなたのアミティエが高坂さんや花火師さんになってよかったと思ったの。彼女たちは責任感があって人を気遣うことのできる優しい子たちだったから。
Hey, Miss Shirahane, she says, smiling and taking my hand. Oh, it's no use.
私は無理強いしたくはないの。だから今の話よく考えてほしいのよ。
Her voluptuous figure is womanly and motherly. That's a weird thing to be observing at the moment, but hey, hormones are wild at this age. I manage to nod as I swallow a bitter taste, feeling as uncomfortable as I did at the first interview. The scene changes to the returning of the veil. Rika whispers so as to not break the silence of the cathedral. No one has said anything about me having a strange facial expression before now, and I touch my face reflexively. I hadn't noticed it myself, but if she says so... She's speaking to us from the sewer pipe. Sister Basquiat's words echo through my head and curl around my heart, making my chest feel tight. You're doing it again, she whispers. I force myself not to think about Sister Basquiat.
さんのことでしょ。
She hits the nail right on the head and my heart skips a beat.
学院の七不思議なんて嘘よ。佐々木さんたちの時だって嘘だったじゃない。真実の女神なんてあるわけないわ。
She seems to have mistaken my tenseness concern towards my... She seems to have mistaken my tenseness concern towards Mayuri. Sister Basquiat did not tell Rika and Mayuri about the reshuffling of amitié groups yesterday. It seems that even in the individual interviews, no one told them that my actions might cause the group to be split up. What? Are we really gonna do this? Are we really Are you kidding me? We could not have a happy ending? Is this game gonna actually try and rip my happy ending away? What is it? Rika whispers to me, but right before the hymn, Sister Basquiat, who has finished the sermon up at the podium, speaks in a loud voice. The sound of the piano echoes through the cathedral, followed by the sound of the heavy doors opening. All eyes turn to the Virgin Mary standing before the open door. It's Mayuri Kosaka. She walks gracefully like she did at the Feast of the Assumption to the altar where Sister Basquiat awaits. Rika murmurs upon seeing Mayuri in the same costume from the feast. She is as beautiful as Rika says, but her beauty twists at my heart painfully. We watch her as she approaches Sister Basquiat and says something to her. However, her words are too quiet for us to hear. Sister Basquiat comes down from the podium and stands before Mayuri, reaches for the veil in reverent silence. She says something again that I cannot hear. Then she takes the veil from Mayuri and lifts it up. We did it, everybody. Mayuri, who has turned back from being the Virgin Mary into a student, smiles alongside the nun. The students, who saw this as a religious ceremony, relax now that it is over. As I respond to Rika, who is sighing with relief, my eyes meet Sister Basquiat's, and I feel a sense of terrible confusion. Her eyes seem somehow angry and somehow pitying. What is going on? I don't like where any of this seems to be going. The day after the returning of the veil was performed, without incident, after class... Well, there we go. That's that mystery solved. Yaegaki says disappointedly as she deftly cuts and eats a pancake. I smile wryly in answer. I guess. Dang. To just hate when that happens? Rika scratches a plate of pancakes off of Yaegaki. Rika snatches the plate of pancakes off Yaegaki's lap. Yaegaki lets out an uncharacteristic scream. She's been deprived of pancakes. Give this girl back her pancakes. She can be a little shithead if she wants to be. Damn, listen to her. Oh shit. Oh shit! Ally McBeal? Ally McBeal? Yaegaki apologizes grudgingly to escape their double attack. Are you kidding me? Rika says, giving her back the pancakes. Yaegaki digs back into them with relish.
パンケーキが好物なの？
I feel like all the best girls like pancakes, yeah.
パンケーキなんて洒落た言い方はよせよ。私が好きなのはホットケーキだっての。
Oh, you like hot cakes, okay.
本当はこのホットケーキみたいにホイップクリーム、キウイ、ブルーベリー、シロップなんて余計なものはかけないでさ。バターだけの分厚いホットケーキが食べたかったんだよ。
She's not wrong. Like, I'm absolutely 255% on the same page here. I don't need all that shit on a good hot cake. No, she's absolutely right. Give me a nice thick ass hot cake. Slap some butter on the top of that sumbitch, and like the batter should sell itself. It should all work together by itself without the need for extra condiments and shit. It seems she has strong beliefs about hot cakes.
まあ、俺はこれでいいけどさ。
Yaegaki gives her undivided attention to the hot cake. Something about the way she eats like a small animal is comforting. That's weird. Rika watches her eat and says, "This is great."
いっぱい食べてくれて。あら、声に出ていたの。そうじゃなくて、今日晴れてくれてお茶会が開けたから。
She really does love serving tea.
スオさん。 平気だって言っていたけど、返還の儀式でのことを気にしていたでしょ。だから今日お茶会が開けて、少しでもスオさんの気が紛れたならよかったなって。
Aren't you just super considerate?
ミカさん、気遣ってくれてありがとう。いいのよ。だってアミティエ同士なんですもの。
But for how long? My smile freezes at the word amitié. What Sister Basquiat said.
スオさん前のお茶会であの二人会長と副会長が脅かしすぎたんだよ。特に副会長は怖い話が大好きだって話だし。
Leading on from the goddess of truth, she told us all about not just the 7 mysteries, but also plenty of other scary stories she'd heard from other students. Although the atmosphere was ripe for it on a day like today, a sunny spell in the midst of a rainy season.
前に神秘体験が好きだからと言っていたけど、ゾッとする話をいくつも知っているんで驚いたよ。怖い話好きの人には見えないしね。
見た目だけで言うなら花を育てるのとかが好きそう。
Making a lot of assumptions here about how a girl looks.
そうだ
It's
ね。
not very feminism of
綺麗な
you.
のにちょっと変わった趣味が多いよね。食べ歩きに怖い話収集。
Ichigo says, then trails off, looking as though she's just had an idea. Then she gets to her feet and clears her throat dramatically.
まったくネリーには困ったものだよ。食べ歩きを付き合った後、僕は体重計に乗るのが怖くてね。
You little shit. She says, impersonating Yatsushiro.
おお、うまいな。
なかなか特徴つかんでるんじゃないか。
Thank you, she says bashfully, bowing her head.
話は変わるけどさ、今自分で言っていて思ったけど、ネリーってあだ名の付け方いいよね。
Yeah, I'm thinking that's got a little something going on. They're childhood friends, so there's probably a little bit of things going there, I'd have to imagine.
確かに長年の付き合いって気がするわ。だよね。だから思ったんだけど、
Oh, would you?
私的にもあだ名が欲しいなって。
Please, somebody give Ichigo the cutest damn nickname ever. Ichigo smiles brightly. The rest look puzzled.
空だけど、学院ってお嬢様が多いし。
I've never heard these sophisticated ladies call each other by nicknames.
さあ、誰でもいい。
Give it a shot!
トライ。誰でもいいって言ってもな。
Yeah, free for all. Just a royal rumble of nicknames. Let's just throw them all out and see what sticks. Surely you've got to be a pretty close friend to start making nicknames. If that's the case, the best candidate among us would be...
白羽つけてやれよ。
私？
Yeah, you! She probably wouldn't even listen, she tells me.
そんな重要なこと無理。
This is way too much pressure! Look at this look! She is way too far gone! This is entirely too much pressure. The name could stick with her the rest of her life, even ruin it if it's a bad one. I'm at a loss.
別にイチゴでいいんじゃないか？呼び捨てって親密な感じがす
Yeah,
るじゃない
just
か。
call her Ichigo. Mayuri says, coming to my rescue.
つまんないよ。
That's a good
私
point.
的にはユリのことユリって呼んでるのに。
頼んだわけじゃないんだけど。そうだな。
She folds her arms and tilts her head in thought. Then, after a moment, narrows her eyes and says,
それじゃあ。
Sasa! Okay, I got it. All right, we got two of them. You will be Sasa 1 and you be Sasa 2. Let's just go with that.
名字から文字って私たち双子だよ。
Then my plan works exactly then. Oh yeah, laughs Mayuri. Everyone else laughs too. I nailed it! It makes perfect sense.
あずさ2号みたいな言い回しは。
Mambo number 5. Everyone is in stitches, being with the whole class, talking openly and easily. It's something I couldn't even have imagined when I first entered the academy. With everyone,
よかった。
this is beautiful. I hope this lasts forever, she says as something terrible is about to happen. Mayuri says after escaping the group as she hands me a cup of tea. The fragrant tea warms my throat and relaxes
あ
me.
まり元気がない様子だったからね。
Oh, don't
心配して
worry.
いたんだ。
Still really down. There's some stuff I ain't told anybody yet, and it's kind of a bummer.
でも笑ってくれてほっとしたよ。イチゴには困りものだけど、こういう時は頼りになるね。
She smiles like a spring day. The warmer her smile, the more my heart breaks.
バスキア教への言葉。
大丈夫さ。私はどこへ行ったりもしないよ。
She wraps her soft fingers around my hand and talks to me as though lecturing a small child.
今週の週末、話していた菜の花畑に行こう。雨が降るかもだけど、それならそれで雨の森の探索も
Mayuri, I'm
動き
gonna
があり
need
そう
you
だしね。
to rephrase that, please. I can't. I just can't.
そうね。週末のデート楽しみにしているわ。
I can't say that we have to break up to protect our amitié group. She smiles and says she's looking forward to it too, and I try to quell the aching in my chest. Oh, man, are you gonna really do this to me? Are we really gonna? We don't have to do this. Uh-oh. Then... What? Still fretting over Sister Basquiat's words, I struggle, unable to say anything, trying to make it through to the weekend.
明日マユリとデート。
I stare up at the ceiling from my bed. I should be excited, but Sister Basquiat's words continue to torment me. The breakup of our amitié group, the fact that I, someone who was always so scared and unable to voice my own opinion, started opening up with everyone, was all because of my amitié partners, Rika Hanabishi and Mayuri Kosaka. Why don't we take this to them then? We need to, like, if this is what you want to do, I would just be like, look, you need to talk to all three of us here. Like, we know what we're doing. I know we're only 14 and it sounds insane for me to say that. But like, if this whole 3-person amitié group thing is a test run, why don't we see how it works if we let one of them kind of just go, not really pay much attention to it? Like, if this is the route that they want to go, let them go and let's see what happens. I cannot imagine any other amitié partners, so No! Don't do this. Don't take this away from me, dude. Dude, don't take this away from me. I've been given a sentence because of the changes to the amitié system this year and the threat to the peace. I was to pull back from the relationship. Were I Sister Basquiat, I'd probably have come to the same conclusion. Sister Basquiat's thinking is logical. We're fine, I'd told her, but there was no guarantee. If we had kept it hidden, there might have been a way. However, it wouldn't make sense to let us off after going public and then deter or punish any new relationships after that. It would mean the school would have allowed for an exception. Oh, this sucks, dude. It is probably Sister Basquiat's. It's probably Sister Basquiat's way of giving me a chance. However, they won't let us go on like this forever. She is as happy as a child as she gazes up at the stars peeking out from the gaps between the black clouds in the night sky. Oh, I hate all of this. She smiles at me. I will break up with her tomorrow. This is what I decide as I stifle my tears from the... I don't like this at all. Oh, what are we at? What time are we at? We just gotta go. I think we just go. We're shotgunning the rest, people. Here we go. Awakened by the sound of voices, I know that the day has come. I squint and look at the clock in the room. We have plans to meet in the gazebo at 10. I clamber sluggishly down the ladder and head to the dresser and start getting ready. As I change from my pajamas to my uniform and fix my hair, my brain, which has been slowed down by all the worrying and my low blood pressure, finally notices that something is strange. I was up all night fretting and didn't fall asleep until morning, so I know why I overslept, but... Today is the Sabbath, and we don't even have church, but I would at least expect her to wake me up for breakfast. Students who are late for 7 o'clock breakfast are not allowed in, no exceptions. That is why she always forces me up, even on Sundays, so why not today? I fix my hair and go take my bag from the desk, prepared to go hiking on an empty stomach. The room is spotlessly clean thanks to Rika. It's the same as always, and yet... Is Mayuri gone? Fuck you, dude! No way! No way! No way! We're not doing this! No, game. We're not going this route. You are not taking this away! Especially the desk. It looks as empty as the day we arrived. Oh, shit, dude. There are clearly personal belongings missing. I search the dormitory, my heart beating uncontrollably. Unable to find my amitié partners, I rush outside. The classroom, the ballet room, the library. I search them all, looking for them. What is going on, dude? Erica, tell me what's going on. I need somebody to make sense of this. This sucks. I hear a familiar, wise-cracking voice. When I see her recoiling in surprise, I feel a mix of relief and irritation.
とマユリを見なかったかしら。私二人を探していて。
見てよ。どちらも見てないけど。そういえば昨日小耳に挟んだんだけどさ、高坂とデートだって。
Yeah, there's a matter of that. Where did you hear that?
だからもう相手は待ち合わせの場所に行ったんじゃねえの？
That would have probably been the first place I rushed to. The meeting spot, I whisper, and Yaegaki nods and scratches her head.
ああいうのって恋人が来る前に早く待っているもんなんだろ。だから待ち合わせ場所にいるんじゃないかと思う。
Hey everybody, this is the part where it's gonna rip my heart out. It's great, isn't it?
そうよね。
I'd searched for the two of them, my heart beating like never before, but when it's suggested that she's probably at the meeting place, some of my anxiety melts away at last.
驚かせるなよ、まったく。待ち合わせの時間なんざ知らないけどさ。
Encouraged by her words, I forced my shaky legs towards the gazebo.
そうよね。私
I hope we're just being stupid. Maybe because of yesterday's anguished worrying, I got carried away by a premonition that all my friends were gone. When I saw the room, which looked like no one had ever used it but me,
私は一人なのだと思ってしまった。
I felt like I had before I came to the academy, unimportant and unloved. Even though that's not true. It can't be true. Lost in my thoughts, I end up wandering off my path and down a small road near the dorm. I look at my wristwatch.
10分前。早く行かなきゃ。
I take a shortcut through the forest, toward the gazebo as we'd promised. When I check my watch again, the hour hand has just struck 10 o'clock. The gazebo is empty. The place where we always have tea parties is deserted, appearing as though dead.
待っているって言ったのに。
This sucks, dude. This sucks. They're taking it away. I don't even know how. That's what Yaegaki had said. I too thought that. Since she wasn't in the room at 9 o'clock, she'd gone early to the gazebo in anticipation of our date. At least, that was the conclusion I came to along the forest path, but...
先に待っていないのならどこに？
If she's not here, then where? My heart trembles. However, I see something carved into a column on the gazebo and my anxiety fades away. Oh, it's it. Suoh Mayuri. Small, but there it is. Mine and Mayuri's names carved into the column. A small symbol of her feelings for me. Just looking at it fills me with joy.
使ったら来るつもりだったの？
I murmur as I trace Mayuri's name with my finger, then...
白羽さん。
Oh no, dude! I panic when called upon and try to hide the names as I face Sister Basquiat. Then, next to Sister Basquiat, what did you do? Did you? I don't want to go here. I don't want to think that you did a bad. I don't want to think that. I want to think that. Oh, jeez. None of this is good, y'all. None of it is good. Rika stands as though she were trying to hide behind her.
何か。
I can't even finish my question. Sister Basquiat is here, and next to her, Rika. That means, it could only mean one thing.
話したのですね。
Silence. Sister Basquiat's eyes are filled with sadness. Rika is peering at us in confusion.
違うのですか？白羽さん。
Oh, I
聞い
don't.
てちょうだい。
I'm not gonna like anything of what's coming next, am I? Did she like fucking quit or something? Like, what is happening here? With a sorrowful expression.
高坂さんは高坂まゆりさんは
Oh, man. With her flower bud lips, she says,
今日付けで
What?
この学園に
What? Why? Why did she? I do not understand what she is saying. The forest buzzes. This moment feels as though it stretches on for decades. My voice, hoarse and throaty, does not sound like my own.
高坂さんはあなたのことをとても案じていたわ
Oh man, they're concerned for me. And these false yet plausible words. Oh, dude, you can't do this to me. You can't do this. This sucks. It sucks. Oh, fuck off, man. Man. Oh. Tell me that Mayuri Kosaka is no longer here. Tears well up and start to spill down my cheeks. Crying means admitting it, that she's no longer here at the academy. Whew. I know that Sister Basquiat is trying to comfort me, but I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about Mayuri. With her similar scars, now that we're separated, she must be feeling the same pain as I am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fell in love with you. And please forget me. Oh, God. For the first time in her life, Suoh Shirahane prayed to God. Oh, dude, that sucks. Ugh. Don't you dare roll credits on me. Fuck! Oh! Oh, I don't like this. Oh, man, this really... Oh, God. Shit, dude. Oh, God. I'm just gonna kind of let this go. I need a minute. It's 4 games, dude. I mean, I should have known they were gearing up to, like, stab the knife in, right? Should have known that was coming, given that, like, the story didn't just end with them, you know, cementing their relation. Oh, you fuckers. Repeated spring. Transient friends with amitié. Oh, dude. Oh, that sucks so hard. Not the game. No, just what they did with the title screen there. Oh, that hurts, dude. Alright. That's a lot. I guess we kind of gotta talk now. We gotta talk about the game a little bit. Okay. So there's 4 games, right? So I have to think that there's going to be, like, this is not where this story ends, obviously, but I guess we'll get some closing thoughts and we'll just that was a whole lot. I had a feeling something was gonna happen. I just wasn't sure that it was going to kind of end up being that, you know, Mayuri would end up leaving. Oh, man. But I really enjoyed this. I know that at certain points in the game, I became pretty frustrated with it. But those points were never, like, fatal to the experience, I guess. Like, the mystery stuff mostly was not great, and I think that, like, shoehorning those things in and making it so, like, characters would act in ways that they would just never act, it made those parts of the game really frustrating for me. But that said, I really do like this cast of characters. I think that Suoh is a great protagonist and a lead for this volume. I think I can see how a lot of people would probably find her boring or get, like, really frustrated with her inability to assert herself, but she is a girl that lived a very sheltered life. Like, she's so isolated, and her self-esteem has just been so just torn asunder that, while I get that it may be frustrating to people who want stories that maybe move and go a little more, like, for me, I really enjoyed kind of watching her blossom with the season, which was kind of the theme here. I think my commentary, like, throughout the game made it pretty obvious that I was literally cheering for her every little victory, all the way up to the big stuff, and that I'm absolutely gutted that it's been taken away from her, even if temporarily. She's such a sweetheart. I love her to bits. Mayuri and Rika, they are both also really complex characters, just trying to figure their shit out. The awful things that Rika did to both Suoh and Mayuri, they were hard for me to forgive for a while, but I understand where those feelings came from, and I think that they wrapped that up and kind of gave her a moment to redeem herself. I think they pulled that off well. And Rika's age also plays a factor here. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but teenagers can be kind of shit sometimes. Mayuri, you feel for her as much as you do Suoh, I think. From the start, it always felt to me like those two were on a crash course into love with one another anyway. Even before I understood how the game's ending system worked, I was already like, I'd already bought in on like the way that she looked at and talked about Mayuri just felt way more honest to me. It felt way more like there was something there, even if she wasn't saying it yet, there was something she was already sure of. And even with like Mayuri's feelings for Rika being a thing, like it never really came up to me a point where I didn't see these two forming some kind of bond. And now that, you know, again, temporarily or whatever we're doing here, there's 4 games, and if I know visual novels, I know that they love dragging this stuff out. So I don't expect anything. I expect full-on disaster mode Suoh in Volume 2. Like, I know that's not going to be a fun thing to have to read, but we're going to have to go there. But I love Mayuri to bits, and that girl just want her to be happy. Let's see. The supporting cast. They all really held up. Like, the Sasakis are the most mischievous little shits you could ever ask for, and I love them to bits. I ended up just being real big fans of them by the end. Yuzuriha and Erika are, for my money, like the 2 best characters in the game. I mean, I know I say that despite Suoh being the protagonist, but I think with her being the protagonist, she kind of gets to exist on a level of her own. The game is obviously centered around her, so obviously, you know, and I love her a lot. But in terms of characters where it's just like, where we got a moment with them, every time Yuzuriha came up, like, she just lights up a scene every time she's in it. And then Erika, because she's just so unbelievably herself. Like, I just, like, her biting wit and just the way that, like, she tries to put herself above it all, or she tries to act above it all. You know, she even when she's batting Suoh around like a cat that's playing with its prey or something, it's very clear that her heart's always in the right place. And I want to know, like, of all the characters, I think I want to know so much more about her. I guess maybe it's because I don't read a lot of soft Yuri stuff, but this one felt extremely warm and honest. There's probably like a lot of maybe there's like a lot of tropes in this game that like I'm not picking up on since I don't engage with this genre a lot, but nothing ever really felt like it was there as an obligation or like it was just ticking boxes. I was also happy to not be beat over the head with the purest form of love as it relates to love between women. I feel that a lot of Yuri material goes that route, and it squicks me out. So I guess those are kind of my final like critical thoughts, kind of just off the top of the dome. But I'm super eager to dig into this series more. I can't really put a date on when I'm gonna dive into the next game, but it won't be egregiously long. I may have already peeked at some key art for the second game, and I have seen that Erika is a central character. So I have to imagine that's probably going to push that game up a slot or two in the old priority pool. So I don't know that you're going to be having to wait too long for summer, I guess. And I do know that there is a Rika ending, and I will do an extra video that'll go up sometime after this one that will cover that, and cover the parts that I see that are notably different. But since it's, I guess it's non-canon, it's not a super duper high priority, so it may take a bit for me to get that one out. And I think that, like, this is just a really good ending, despite it being absolutely heart-wrenching. I think that this was the right way to end the video series for now. But I will go back and pick up the Rika ending and do a video on that. It's just I'm just not gonna immediately go out and do that right now, because I kind of want to live in the moment with these feelings and kind of let those be there. You know, kind of like you marinate in things for a little bit, and that's kind of where I want to be for a little while. So we'll get to that soon, just not immediately. But yeah, I guess, for now, I guess that is going to do it for Flowers, Le Volume sur Printemps, which again, I've said that terribly, and you have my sincerest apologies. Thank you so much for joining me for this very long ride, if you were there. I hope that I have presented this game in as good a way that I can with my own dumbass commentary, but I enjoyed this a lot. I can't wait to see what summer holds. I hope you have a nice rest of your whatever, and I hope to see you next time.